Ladies and gentlemen, we are 2 minutes from showtime. Please grab your food, drinks, and make it to your seats, please. We are starting in 2 minutes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of the Monthly Purpose. Woo! And let's have our guests and our hosts up on the stage. Let's have Hayat and Derek and Scott.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome.
And introducing Holly.
We have a new host. Hey, everybody. I'm Scott Michaels. Welcome to episode 5 of the Monthly Purpose, a show that is all about peer-to-peer education and entertainment so that we can create a better community together and a live community as well. I am Scott.
I am Derek.
I am Holly.
And I'm Hayat. Welcome.
Okay. Ooh. All right, so we're going to get started right now. I'm going to probably step up in a few minutes, but this show is made possible by the Delaware Department of Health and Social Services. Can we give them a round of applause for believing in community education and community work? We're talking DSAMH Delaware, and they have a website that is statewide called helpisherede for Delaware.com. On there, there's lots of resources all about services and different things that you can learn about when it comes to mental health, safety, substance abuse recovery, and services like that. So if you're ever curious, it's a great website just to check around and see what kind of wonderful things they have there, including, I believe it's still things like you can get free Narcan brought to your house or delivered to you. And so there's also services that can make your life more safe.
Alrighty, so now we're going to check to see who's in the room. So this is the part of the show where we check out who's kicking it with us in the audience today. So I'm going to slide down and see what's going on.
Want some lights?
Alrighty, so who wants to shout out where they're from today?
And it could be groups or individuals. Tell us who's in the room.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Burr Hickman, and I represent Brandywine Counseling Community Services.
All right, Brandywine Counseling is in the house.
Alrighty.
Who's in the room? Who's in the room?
My name is Daniel Marnie Elkins, and I represent the human race.
Oh, I'm a member. Who's in the room? Who's in the room?
Adriana Ochoa, but everybody calls me AO, and I'm representing Project Seed.
Ayo. Who's in the room? Who's in the room? We got hands down here, I see. Who's in the room?
I'm Mary, and I'm representing Impact Life.
Woo! Impact Life, big partners, wonderful people in the state. Brandywine Counseling and Impact Life in the same house at the same time. Folks, I want to tell you, when it comes to services and providers, we are all friends in this business, and we all work together. Is there anyone else who wanted to be shouted out? No? No? All right, let's continue. Watching at home.
Alrighty, so like Mr. Scott said earlier, we do live stream this on YouTube. So if you know people that like to watch and stream, tell them, comment, like, share, tell people, and join us. Even our friends, we even have friends now that are online with us that are probably chatting in, chiming in, and seeing what's going on.
And also on that tip, if you go to Facebook or to our Facebook where you could see the monthly purpose, the link is right on there right now, so you can even share it right now with your friends. The other thing is that this show will be stuck on that YouTube, so if you liked what you saw, you can go and watch it again. You can also share. But if you are at home and you're watching this right now, I'm going to look into this camera 1 right now. If you're sitting there watching this at home, we implore you, be a part of the show by just typing in answers, saying hello, and we will get producer Billy to shout us out to you, and then we will shout you out
That's right.
to everyone. Right, producer Billy?
That's right.
All right, that's just a button he presses back there.
That's right. That's right.
All right, moving on. Theme of the night. I'm going to pass this down.
Alrighty, so every show that we do, we have a basic theme for that show. And I think tonight's theme really does mean a lot to me and Miss Hyatt because it's something that we truthfully believe in. And me and my work as a peer, I understand how important self-support is. So you want to tell them what tonight's theme is?
Yes, Tribe. You know, Tribe is not about bloodlines. It's about people who uplift you, who vibes with you, who walk right alongside you. So it's about the people. So, and I think we fill the room with people who matter. So it's very important.
Absolutely. Having a tribe around you can do wonders for your mental health because they'll be able to support you even when you can't. Like, that's what I enjoy most about my tribe here and my family here, even my tribe at MHA and my coworkers there as a peer educator. We all work together, we're all family, and we're all there to support each other when we can.
Yep, shout out to ABC. ABC is, BCC is my tribe, so being here is awesome to be part of the cause and introduce you to the wonderful people and the work that we do. So, next,
Oh, all right. Yep. So tonight's goals, again, we want you to be inspired to find your tribe. Finding people that are like-minded, people that can support you, people that can lift you up. And then also our second goal is just to expand our monthly purpose community because every person that participates, whether it be audience member or even part of the crew, we're all a community and we're looking to grow and expand every day.
Absolutely.
And so on that tip, here's the voice from behind. We do have some people chiming in online. We want to say hello to Jerry Barber. Hey. Also, DeGeneres Dow is on the line, and Elizabeth Pratt is there keeping people at the Boys and Girls Club of Delaware tuned in. Thanks, everyone, for watching at home. Keep chiming in.
See, we're expanding our tribe already here. Please pass this, what we do here in each moment, and the more we grow and we connect and tribe, that's how we can function and our impact gets greater. So, here for the community and for the tribe. So.
Alrighty, looks like I'm gonna have to call Mr. Scott back up because we're getting ready to rock out with the Community Says. And for those that aren't familiar with the Community Says portion of our show, This is where we actually do go out and talk to people throughout the state, at different events, different areas, and we get them to kind of share their thoughts on what our upcoming topic will be. So we got some really cool videos about, people sharing what they find in their tribe.
All right.
Have fun and
Watch
enjoy.
it. All right.
What it means to me to find my tribe is to create my own table, I say. And that would be hanging with people or dealing with people in the community that's going to bring me peace and help me bring other people peace.
What it means to find your tribe or find your people, to me, is that you have a place that you can be supported. It's extremely important to have people around you that not only love and support you, but people that you can actually depend on, right? One of the things that happens with mental health or substance abuse is that when we feel isolated or lonely, those are the moments where our coping skills go out the door, or we tend to have more negative impact. So that tribe is extremely important.
I just know that regardless of what you're into, what you're trying to accomplish, whether you're on the up or on the down, you need somebody to pull you up. Like, you need people in your circle. So when I always think of when I hear tribe, I always think of your circle. And your circle should know you best. So they should know when you're having a good day and they can feed off of that energy, but your tribe knows when, you know what, today he's not himself. And let's try to figure out why. Like, let's not be the type of circle where we're nitpicking, but we're just going to give you your space and time and be able to be here to help you accomplish whatever you're trying to reach, whether it's for that day, whether it's for that week or that month or whatever it is. So when I think of tribe, I think of your close, immediate circle that's going to help you in the good and in the bad.
Finding others in similar situations, I feel benefit me because it gets rid of that feeling that I'm alone and that I'm the only one going through this situation, and it helps me to see the bigger picture. Like, I can sow into you, you can sow into me, and we both can accomplish, we both can birth out, we both can move forward. But just with me by myself, it doesn't make it.
All right, now that's what the community said, but we want to know what you all think in this room. This is the part we call chime in. So we hit the lights and we say, would anyone in here like to share what tribe means to them or why they think it's important? We have anyone in here who has a group that's special to them? Anyone want to share? All right, we got one back here.
Good afternoon, or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for allowing me to indulge you for just a moment. Right now, I am working with a tribe for the people of California. They have nothing. I have people on the ground right now. They have no personal care needs. There's no water. There's no electricity. It's a cashless society. Everything is burned down. So there's no way to go and buy anything. FEMA is helping them. Some government agencies will leave them, but they're giving them microwave food. What are they going to microwave it with? There's nothing to go back to. They're giving them bottled water to do what? It's hot there in California now, so it gets spark up again. So what I've been doing is I've been collecting personal care needs. I've been sending boxes. I have friends that live in San Bernardino. They were lucky enough their house did not burn to the ground. They load up their van every day. They drive 120 miles into different neighborhoods and give out personal care items. It's important to each and every one of us in this room to brush our teeth every day. They don't have toothpaste. They don't have toothbrushes. They don't have body wash. They don't have toilet paper. These are human care necessities that they need. Money can't buy it. You can donate all the money you want. To what? There's nothing there to buy. There's no supermarkets. They burn down. There are community centers. There are churches. There are schools. You know, they've got children. They've got elderly. They've got sick people, people who need medication. So what's going on now? As I said, if anybody can help me out, I'm taking, donations of personal care things. As I said, toilet paper, mouthwash, toothpaste. Think about it. We get up every day and use these things. They don't have it to go back to.
Well, thank you very much, Nick. And you know what? A little later in the show, during the toolbox, I think you're going to have some time to flesh out some of those ideas as well. We have someone right up here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Charlene. My tribe is the Women of Impact Life.
Give it up to the Women of Impact Life.
Like we all hold each other accountable. When we fall down, we pick each other up. You know, I live with a bunch of awesome women, very awesome. Mary and Carrie, you know, and all the women. I love y'all.
That's amazing.
My name's Lauren, and my tribe is like my inner circle. The ladies at Impact Life, my support network in AA meetings, you know, even my psychiatrist, she's part of my tribe because, like, she knows when I'm lying. If I'm telling her, oh, everything's fine, okay. But, like, it's just people who can see it in me when I'm not okay or when I'm myself. Like, because mental health sucks. But, you know, when you have a tribe of strong women and support around you, you can get through anything.
You don't have to do it alone.
Nope.
You don't have to do it alone. You know, another thing that you pointed out that I think is worth noting is you said you're in multiple tribes. So what's really fun about tribes and groups is that you can find different groups that spark different parts of your life. So I have groups that I work with that work on my mental health, but I also have people I play music with in rock bands. I have a volunteer agency. So what's later tonight, we're gonna ask you to think about some of the activities and interests you have to see if you have some camaraderie in that. And then I do wanna just say, it's already been mentioned, but take a look around, everybody. I want you to envision that this tribe, this community of the monthly purpose, it just gets bigger and stronger, and so that soon enough, everywhere in Delaware is someone who's out there working on that peer-to-peer leadership of helping make the world a better place. So I'd love it if you can help us build this tribe right here. Absolutely. Anyone else want to speak before we end the we have one over there, and then we'll move on.
There we go. Hi, I'm Kathleen. I'm a member of many tribes, and I'm from California, and I actually having a little PTSD because I'm a survivor of one of those disasters. But so I came in here today thinking about all that and was kind of melancholy, but now I saw your shirt, and I'm in that tribe too.
What does that shirt say?
Show the shirt. Teenage Daughter Survivor.
Teenage Daughter Survivor.
There's my new tribe.
I am also in recovery of teenage daughter survival. Actually, I'm still in the midst of it. But I have peers that I also talk about with all that stuff as well. Parental tribes.
I'm telling you, dads of teenage girls, I think we should really start our own support group. Like, we all need to stick together, man. Strength in numbers.
All right, and I do have to actually we're going to wrap that moment up, but in all truth, my daughter's pretty amazing, and she's the one who needs to take care of me. All right, let's move on to our next segment. Let's bring up Holly and Derek for 5 Facts.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about just the 5 benefits of finding your tribe. And these are just 5 thoughts that I want you guys to kind of take with you from today's show. So what's the first one we got? Emotional support. This is huge. A supportive tribe provides a safe space to share your feelings, challenges, vulnerabilities, leading to an increased emotional stability and resilience.
A sense of belonging. Being part of a community where you feel understood and connected and I'm sorry, let me redo that. Being part of a community where you feel understood and connected can alleviate feelings of isolation and loneliness.
We all know how important that is during your journey of recovery, is just knowing that somebody else is there with you. That can make the difference between a successful recovery or a recovery that might take a little longer than it should. Mutual support and accountability. This is a big one for me. My tribe keeps me accountable even on days when I don't want them to, unfortunately. But a tribe can provide encouragement and hold you accountable for achieving your goals, which will help boost intimacy.
That's a good one. Stress reduction. Having a strong support system can help you manage stress and cope with difficult situations more effectively. I mean, I can relate to that. Having people around you, they supported me 20 minutes ago before I came up here. So.
She's a tad bit nervous, so give her a hand and let her know how well she's doing, man. Alrighty, and last one, it can increase confidence and self-esteem. Feeling accepted and valued by your tribe can significantly boost your self-worth and confidence. That's something that happened with me when I started at MHA. I was a wet behind the ears country kid that didn't even know all of this existed. And when I first started up there, they did such an amazing job to help me learn my confidence and to help me build just my self-esteem as a peer. So those are your 5 benefits, man.
Hey,
so,
Derek.
What up?
What does MHA stand for those watching at home?
So for those that aren't familiar, I work for the Mental Health Association here in Delaware. I am a peer educator, and not to kind of put him on the spot, but I'm hyped because one of my old students is kicking it with us today. So, but definitely with the Mental Health Association, we have everything from peer training groups, peer training courses, wellness groups, mental health first aid trainings, CEUs. It's definitely a wealth of information if you want to learn just different techniques and different keys to maintain your mental health.
I've been in one of his groups too.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna bring up Ms. Hyatt and we're gonna have some fun with this or that. Cool. Alrighty, so for those that aren't familiar what this or that is, it's a cool little game we play where you kind of pick between the two, and whoever cheers the loudest, that's who determines who's the winner is. So this is more of an audience participation game.
We need energy, so you better be screaming out loud, whichever you like, all right?
Alrighty, so what's the first one we got? Oh, okay, got you. So how many, we've got the ocean or the pool. So this is for my swimmers.
Come on, which one?
I think I hear this.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah, was a little even.
Okay, sounds kind of even. So.
Okay,
Nice.
maybe this has it, okay?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. What else we got? Ooh, airplanes or cars?
Well, we had... Okay, all right, okay, I hear car. Do you hear car?
I hear car.
Okay.
But that's only depending on how far we going.
That's
like,
true.
I mean, if we doing 12 hours, I'd rather hop a jet, be honest with
Yeah,
you.
but the ocean, the scenery, while you're driving, I think that's what we're talking about, relaxing. I got that.
But there's a bathroom on the airplane, so.
You know what? Fair.
Good point.
That is a fair point. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, where depend? Okay, sorry. I caught myself. All right, next.
Live theater or movie
Movie theater. This.
Live, okay.
This. Sorry, you can't do both. It has to be this or that. That is the name of the game. This.
Yeah,
I hear this.
I hear a lot of this. So
Theater,
reminds
right?
me, I gotta go to a live show once. Like actually watch one. I can't think of the last time I went to a live show, honestly.
This is a live show, just saying. We're live. It's a show.
You know what? Good point, Miss Hyatt. I didn't think of that. What's next? Oh, Aerodac chair or looks like it. Is that how you pronounce it?
It looks like a rocking chair to me.
Adirondack.
I'm a lazy boy guy. I can't even say that, so. See, my Impact Life ladies got my back.
Rocking chair.
Lazy boy chair.
This. Outdoors versus outdoors. Indoors. I think that's what it says, right? Outdoors with the ocean, indoors watching TV. Yeah.
Well, technically the lazy boys, but who sticks a lazy boy outside, though?
Nobody. Not that I know of. And if it snows, I don't know if it's gonna survive. Or rain.
Especially down in Sussex, as much snow as we got. Alrighty, we got one more in there. Is that what was that our last? Oh, we do got one more. So big event or Home Alone?
This, right? I hear this.
Got a couple that.
Yeah. Yeah. We have this because we are in like an event. Yeah, I got you. We get the energy where you get your tribe, you're together, and you're like vibing. That's what I think. That's how I get my energy.
I love it. Man, you guys were so cool with this. I love the energy, love the vibe, man. Thank you all for participating in this.
And next, woo! Alrighty. So the next one is when we're out, all the great stuff that people are doing. We want to acknowledge them. We want to spread what they're doing. So this is Lola Manekin. She has a wonderful things to say about the tribe and what she does to her community. Let's hear her out.
My name is Lola Manekin, and I am the founder of Tribe in Baltimore and Sacred Owl Retreat House in Baltimore County. I consider myself a creator of deep experiences, whether it is through healing, in medicines, or on the dance floor in movement and embodiment. And my biggest intention is to create spaces in which people can come and remember who they are, find their power and their liberation. Finding your tribe to me means for you to find a community, to belong to a place of like-minded people, people that think similarly the way you do, and that loves the thing that you do. And it's just this infinite opportunity and possibilities that we get to spend together doing what we love and hopefully in service of a bigger purpose, which it doesn't have to be, but I do think that every time that we are with our tribes, we are the best version of ourselves. And every time that we are the best version of ourselves, we are contributed for the best version of the planet. There's many different ways that a tribe can exist. We've created a space, it's a building, a very special building, that we called a School of Embodiment. And everybody that enters this place comes with an intention of developing themselves as movement artists. So this other thing about Tribe is to have a place in which you get to be witnessed in your authenticity. It doesn't matter that you look perfect. What does even that mean? It's just you. You are celebrated and you welcome as you are. This journey of life, it is personal, but it doesn't need to be private. And that to me is also the idea of tribe. I have my own work to do. I have my own darkness to face with. I have my own dance to do. And I don't have to do this in this world alone. Quite the opposite. When I go out in the world and I find other people, healing happens in safe places, right? So that is part of the process. Meeting somebody who has stories similar than ours. And then we begin to realize it's like, oh, so I'm not a victim of my life. Oh, I'm not going through this alone. You're going through this too. Like that creates much bigger possibilities. And if we don't share what's going on, then there's a tendency of us to think that it's only happening to me. When I talk about this idea of tribe and like-minded people, it certainly doesn't mean that they all have, especially here with movement, everybody needs to be in shape. Anybody needs to be between 25 and 35. Like, it's actually quite the opposite. A tribe, in order to actually be extremely successful, it needs the variety in it, because that's how we learn from each other, from different ethnicities, people with different body shapes, different genders, people with different skin colors. That's, if everybody looks like, what do we have to learn from each other? To me, it's actually the recipe of a successful tribe is, there's one thing that we have in common here, and that is movement. We love being in our bodies. That's the only thing outside of that, it is welcomed. Everybody is welcomed.
Okay, the next part is a panel discussion that this young lady here, Miss Amy Herb, will be leading. But first, let me introduce Amy to you. She is a part of the Division of Substance Abuse and Mental Health. I was going to make a noise. But she's also a really big part of my own tribe, which is kind of great that I get to introduce her today. And I talk to Amy all the time. Like, for about a year after my fiance passed, she called me every single day, and I didn't know that she was doing that on her own, and I didn't even realize it till a couple years later. She told me that she chose to do that. So that's the kind of tribe member that I have. So I will give this to Amy.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much for that introduction. I was actually thinking when they talked about the different things that having a tribe member does for you, that we had I think it was a 3-minute conversation last night just saying, are you okay? Are you okay? Yep, I'm okay, which resulted in part of my tribe, right? And I was able to rest easy, right? So I get the wonderful opportunity of doing another panel. So if you were here last month, I had a special guest. So I have 3 special guests tonight that are going to entertain us just as much, who are all going to talk about their tribe. The way I will do this segment is to have them introduce themselves by their first name starting, so we get to know everyone who's here, and then we'll just ask a question, and maybe what we can do is take turns answering the same question, if that'll work. And we'll, find some commonalities in our tribe. So I'll start with you. Please tell us your name. And
I'm Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Charmaine.
Hi, everyone. So the first question, tonight's topic is finding your tribe. Tell us a little bit about your tribe, or what you want to talk about a tribe that you're a part of.
I have several, but they've asked me to speak about the Interfaith Veterans Work Group, which started in 2015 to prevent veteran suicide in the state of Delaware. I'm a Vietnam veteran and a pastor, and I thought that was a wonderful purpose, and it has been a wonderful purpose all these years. And we started out with about 22 veterans in the nation taking their own lives in one day consistently, but that's been reduced to around 17, so we're making some progress.
My tribe is Lions Clubs International. It is the world's largest service organization with 1.4 million members in 210 countries in the world. It is a tribe that empowers volunteers to strengthen their communities, to improve health and well-being, and help those in need through services and grants that impact lives globally while promoting peace and encouraging international understanding. And it's a place where everyone is welcome. And it is a tribe that I found right after the 2016 election, to put things in context, when the world was feeling deeply divided. And I found this group of people, and I lucked into going to their 100th anniversary, their centennial celebration, and I saw people from almost every nation on the earth celebrating community together. I saw women wearing full hijabs dancing in the aisles to the Charlie Daniels country band. And, Midwestern Americans who I know without a shadow of doubt had one of those red hats in their car look up on stage to an Indian humanitarian by the name of Dr. Naresh Agrawal and say, "That's my president, y'all." And when I saw that, I realized that this is something that I had to be a part of, because I don't know where that exists anymore in our communities.
So I am a part of many tribes, but I'm going to speak about one in particular, which is, it's called A Call to Heal. It is a telephonic grief group, and I found it during the pandemic. I was asked to share because of my background and my profession, and I've been with them ever since. So around 2019, what we found was that grief had taken on a whole new meaning, and people were isolated and alienated. And so this call has grown. It has everyone from clergy to individuals, children, issues, and it's 10 states on the line so far. So it has really grown and continued, and we found that, people get better just knowing that there's someone else out there going through what they're going through, and having some real life kind of solutions to walking through that grief journey.
So go ahead and hold. Well, we can go the other. We can just go this way. We'll just make it easy. So I'm going to ask you all the same question. Thank you so much for sharing a little bit about your tribe. All of you have described a moment in your life where someone may think or attribute that to a hardship or a hard time or a tough time or a difficult time. And a lot of times when things are hard, we may want to retreat, but you found something. So part of this session tonight is to encourage others to find something too. So I don't want you to tell us what you found, because you did, but I want you to tell us some of the fear that you had or some of the hope that you had finding this tribe and getting there, and how others might be able to find that strength to do that as well.
Okay, so I'll get started. My grief journey was a bit tumultuous. I lost my father, and every year around Thanksgiving when it came time to cook, because my father's the only one who ate the turkey neck and the gizzards, and so every year I would go through this period of sadness, and it would become overwhelming. And what I found was that through the grief journey, and even through helping others and them, helping me, was that, grief wasn't exclusive, that I could have grief and I could also have joy. I could also have happiness. I could have laughter, humor, and I could have so many other things, and that grief wasn't the end. It wasn't the last chapter. So that's the hope I got from the group, from my tribe.
One of the places I found hope for my tribe is people who are willing to walk the front line. People who dropped everything and went to California to start helping people. People like Nick in our audience, who is spending his time and efforts trying to help people that he doesn't even know on the other side of this country. I got the opportunity to literally go to the city of Mykolaiv in Ukraine in May of 2023, the front lines of the war, and help bring in a $250,000 grant to bring in osmosis desalination machines so a city of 400,000 people could have drinking water for the first time in 10 months. That is the type of thing where, to me, you give hope to know that there are people like that. Both my parents are reverend doctors. So I grew up in the church, and I love the church. But for me, every Sunday that I sat in a church, I said, why are we talking about it? What would happen if all of us just went outside and identified some homeless people or people in need and started actually doing it? And that's one of the reasons why I am such a huge fan of this man, because, he takes it to the streets, and lives the words that, some preach.
Thanks, Dan. Amy, to your question, I didn't know how far back I should go. Because I'll be 80 in February. And I'm looking forward to that. I dare say when I was in Vietnam, about age 25, I didn't know I'd live this long. I didn't know I'd live till tomorrow. So I guess it started that far back. Then when I got home, I discovered that there were other veterans that had a heck of a harder time getting home sanely than I. The church helped me to come home and stay sane, yeah. And I grew as a pastor, but I think I was always an edgy person. I was not traveling exactly in lockstep with the tribe, you know? And so I was always growing in mind, and when I retired, I said to my lovely Newcastle Presbytery nomination, I said, I think God's calling me to be an interfaith peacemaker. After 9/11, I saw that there was going to be interreligious warfare, and that just made me, so sad. And bless my Newcastle Presbytery that covers Delaware and the eastern shore of Maryland. Everyone voted 100%. Go for it, Tom. Be an interfaith peacemaker. So I suppose that's a very strong tribe for me. That's why we call it the Interfaith Veterans Work Group. So we have veterans from various religions, some veterans who are not affiliated with a religion. We use bodily meditation. I was glad to see the bodily emphasis in the video. And we use Tai Chi, and we use visual arts, and I am a photographer, filmmaker. That's how I found my way to this tribe.
All right, hold on. I was told I had one more question. All of you talked about different tribes. And when I watched the video as well, the one thing that I heard that stood out was we needed people that were different than us so we could learn. So you're a part of a tribe. I want you to tell us about a time where someone who you met during your journey of your tribe, who you didn't think would help you, helped you.
Well, I just was hanging out this afternoon with a guy named Obi in 40 Acres, which is a neighborhood downtown in Wilmington. And Obi, it turns out, is mostly he's a red. I'm mostly a blue. And I have found that at Obi's frame shop, that stark dividing line in America, which seems to get harder and harder, is mitigated by flexibility, by mutual, let's be honest, it's love. It's that we love each other deeply, and so that transcends the divide. And so I've learned from Obi, he's learned from me, and yeah, that's a good tribe.
So when you've got an organization that has been around for 107 years, and it was founded in 1917, United States, by a bunch of white businessmen, there's some issues that you have to overcome, like allowing women in, and recognizing that the people, no matter what their race, religion, creed, should be allowed to serve. And that's not always an easy pathway of changing history. You know, you look at the history of the United States, we've got some troubled times trying to figure out that. Same thing with this organization. The thing that has surprised me is that people, once they are exposed to other tribes and other perspectives, you know, in this tribe, listen, and they learn. Even if I would have chalked them off to be someone who is a complete opposite, but politically, socially, or whatever, but once they see your commitment to serving humanity, you are literally changing perspectives. So in Delaware, Hyatt was the first Muslim lion in the state of Delaware. And that was not easy, because there had never been one before. And they used to end every single meeting with, through the blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior, all of the, you know, right? And the first meeting that we came out to, there was just a moment in which they had started the invocation with that, and it was really awkward. And right at the very end, the last person I expect, the highest ranking old white guy in the room, got up and decided to say the benediction and ended with the words, Inshallah. And I knew right then and there that this was my tribe.
So I think one of the things that really surprised me about my tribe is that it is a religious group. The founder of it is deeply Southern Baptist, kinda. And so part of how I would present with help is I would use some very clinical information. I would use biblical stories and perspectives, and I would use real life stuff, very transparent and raw. And it was important to be able to do that because that was more impactful for people because they didn't have the ability to connect the two and kind of get past some of the tough and raw emotions of grief and be okay with God too. And so, you know, we had fun with it and we were able to kind of really move past that. And so it really surprised me that it was the real life experiences that people connected with. You know, that was what they really said, thank you. And I'm like, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you all so much, very, very much. And let's give a hand to our panelists who came out today. And I'm not sure exactly what the next segment is. I'm just going to end with this and before our musical guest and end with a cartoon that I had that I'm going way over time. But it's a cartoon and it's Pooh and there's Piglet. And I think Pooh says, like, what's the bravest word you can say or the bravest thing you can do? And Piglet says, ask for help, right? So it seems like all of us asked for help. And when we asked for help, we found that commonality with other people and shared. And the four of us just all sat together and shared how our tribes have helped us. So I encourage you to find a tribe. And if you don't have a tribe, you can come be part of this one or ours.
Let's give Amy and the panel a big hand. And we're going to cut to commercial.
The party is a chance for us all for one day to experience what it's like if we spend our lives helping others, connecting with strangers, and trying to become united as one.
The party is Delaware's largest service project.
The party is a place you come together with people who can offer so many wonderful things. You can participate, you can be part of the greater cause to make the world a better place. So why not?
The party is energetic. The party is the place to be.
The party is lit, fun, amazing, connecting people, longevity.
Party is service and helping others and being a part of it. You gotta be a part of it. You can't just let someone else do it for you.
The party is community. The party is engagement. The party is a bunch of like-minded people getting together and doing some good. That's what the party is.
Not sure if you know or not, but our slogan is Wilmington is a place to be somebody.
Coming soon, gang culture.
Keep in mind, most folk who live in poor neighborhoods are not street identified. They don't know where the big bag of drugs are. They don't know where the guns are at.
Brothers, loving one another to make sure that we are not oppressed.
Created by youth and community members in Delaware.
What is one of the most interesting parts of your career with your work undercover as an officer?
Believe it or not, this is gonna sound crazy. I love selling dope. Like that was my thing.
A podcast all about gang violence awareness.
One of my goals is to humanize people who are incarcerated. There's like incarcerated people.
Yes.
Because they're human beings.
Right.
Who made mistakes.
Created by youth and community members in Delaware.
When you hear the word gang, what do you picture?
A group of adults or lost kids.
Like, you don't want to have to bury your friend. Like, you don't have to lose your friend. Don't want to see him go to jail.
Gang Culture, dropping on all platforms June 25th. Brought to you by The Cause, helping each other evolve.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Yay, thank you.
Let's hear our host, Derek, to announce our next special guest.
All right, now check it out. This is going to be a really cool introduction for me because I'm not sure what part of this gentleman is cooler, his guitar or his hat, to be honest with you. So I have the pleasure of introducing Jahiti to join us and kind of rock out with you guys for a little bit. So it is an honor, my friend. Stage is yours.
Thank you. How are you all doing? All right. You know, I love that I'm here tonight specifically because it's about finding your tribe, and I feel like I'm ordained to be here because that's something that I tell the people. You know what I mean? Finding your tribe, and as I've gotten into my 40s, I recognize that there's more and more men who are by themselves, and said I woke up this morning feeling great, no complaints, yes, like some people prayed for me. Said I woke up this morning feeling great, no complaints, yes, like some people prayed for me. You know the enemy tries to fight us because we walk with the righteous. They've been perception of truth. Won't tell you that God is inside of you. Hey, your skin is gold, reflection of perfection if you must be told, yes. Your skin is gold, reflection of perfection if you must be told, yeah. But not much more than your soul. And that's just to take control. You create who you are. And right now you're looking like a star, big gold in your walk and humble in your talk. You must know who you are. The energy that you spark was greater than thee. Surely you'll see what's greater than thee is we. Said I woke up this morning feeling great, no complaints, yes, like some people prayed for me. Said I woke up this morning feeling great, no complaints, yes, like some people prayed for me. Oh yeah, let the Most High come in, you forget the words that you used to sing. Yeah. Divine, the light, your tribe, you'll find. Yeah, your cares like mine, your pains like mine, and we shall shine. My tribe, divine. I cry at nights, I rise and I got my tribe. Oh yeah, my tribe. Thank you. I did forget the lyrics of the song, did the second verse first, couldn't remember the first, so the freestyle was for the tribe, right? All right.
I was about to say, did you write that song just for this show, Jahiti? Can we give it up again for Mr. Jahiti? That is an original song, and then part of it improvised right in front of you. Stay tuned because he is going to be performing at least one more song for us later tonight. All right, now it is time for a segment that we call the toolbox. And the idea of this is that the more tools you have in your toolbox, the more ready you are for anything that comes your way. So we give you some little thoughts to go into the toolbox. And you know what? I'm going to make a little announcement today. We lost a great filmmaker today. I don't know if anyone's a fan of David Lynch, but let's give David Lynch but David Lynch actually taught me something that's in my toolbox. And he said that consciousness is like the size of the lens that you see the world through. So if you only see the world through a golf ball sized consciousness, all of your decisions and thoughts are made through that. So the idea and what we're trying to do here is stretch our lenses to learn more, to have a better experience in life. So here's to you, David Lynch. Thanks for teaching me that. Okay, the toolbox. Today's toolbox is, go ahead, it is so you want to start a tribe. Do we have some slides in there? Shawnee? All right, good. Basically, what this is about is if you open up your pamphlets there, your programs, and we do have free monthly purpose pens. If you didn't grab one already, they should be on your table. But if not, maybe we can run some around. There's also markers. And if you're watching at home, you can go to our YouTube right now and download and print these sheets. They're available for you there. So we're just going to do a quick little exercise to think about what if you would like to create your own tribe. Do you think anyone in here might have an interest or something that they think that they could start a small group around? Anybody? Well, we'll find out. So basically, we're just going to do a couple things, and on the sheet, you can fill it out. Next slide, please. So when you're starting the group, the first thing you got to do is define the purpose. We heard 3 different purposes up here in the panel, right? To help prevent suicide for veterans, to help people who are grieving have company and find a new way, and to serve the world. So if you're thinking about starting your own group or club or tribe, just write down there, what would be the purpose of it? We heard from Nick earlier, so Nick might write in that place, purpose of my tribe is to raise money and donations for the California wildfires. All right, so you need that clearly defined purpose. And you know what? Sometimes on here it says, a book club for mystery lovers or a hiking club for beginners. What that means is the more specific your group is, it might be able to attract certain people. Because a hiking group might not include everybody, but if you say hiking for beginners, then those who are curious about hiking might have a chance to go. Next, identify your audience. Who do you think, if you were to close your eyes and imagine who would be in your group, who would they be? Are they veterans? Are they people in grieving? Are they community members? Are they musicians? Are they people in recovery? It could be a mix. It could be people in recovery from Texas. It could be musicians. Did I get someone in here? It could be musicians who like songs about nature, right? So go ahead and identify that audience. And then choose a name. Of course, I actually think once you get the group together, you should give them a little power in that name as well. That's a little suggestion, because the more ownership, meaning decisions that you let your group have, the more they will feel ownership over that. So it's not really successful to have a group and just command what people should do. And a name is a great chance to collaborate. Next slide. Next slide back there. I need there it is. They all look the same. All right, this one is select a platform for communication. So groups the wonderful thing about the internet right now is you don't have to be in person to have these groups. So you can have Facebook groups, you can have online groups, you can have in-person groups. So take a look at what kind of platform for communication, and that also means how are you going to recruit and how are you going to retain your members? Are you going to be emailing them? Are you going to be texting them? In our Lions Club, we are working on what are the best ways to reach people, and we found out that some people like text, some people like email, and so you got to make a plan on that. Plan the first meeting. For the first one, you can maybe pick that time and place, but basically just plan that first one. It's to get everyone in the same room, and then you got to promote that group. And you can promote it with all of the tools of social media, but we really also believe in finding those first 2 or 3 people that and recruiting them personally. call them. Hey, I think you and I have the same interests. Would you like getting together maybe once a week or once a month to just discuss, horror movies made in Japan? Or whatever it is. All right, good. So next slide, please. Once you start the group, this is actually really important. And, maintenance is really important in this whole world. The reason why is because a lot of times we think like, hey, if I get the job, I'm there. But no, getting the job is the first part. Maintaining and keeping the job is the best part. With sobriety, it's one thing to get sober. It's another thing to retain and maintain that. So the same thing is with a group. If you're not intentional, meaning doing something for purpose on a reason about that, then you want to be more intentional about that. So creating a schedule is a great way to maintain a group. One thing we're doing with this particular group here, the monthly purpose, is we're meeting here on the third Thursday of every month. So you could put it in your calendars right now. We have 5 more episodes. We're going to then try to write for more funding to have this a whole second season. We want to hear from you about that. But make a schedule and keep to it. And if no one shows up, keep going. Keep the consistency. Because honestly, the first few shows we had in this theater, there was maybe 5 to 10 people. But we kept doing shows with consistency, and now we have a wonderful, give yourselves a hand, wonderful audience. All right, encourage participation. I already talked about that. Make sure there's ownership in there. And then foster a welcoming environment. Let me ask you, have we created an environment here that you feel welcome in? Yes. Awesome. I want you to please feel free to talk to me or any of our staff or volunteers on the way out if you have any suggestions how to make it more comfortable or more alluring to your friends and family and peers. All right, next slide is just basically the troubleshooting. And so, I guess hold on. There is 3 more here. Use technology. We already talked about that. Celebrate milestones. So you might have your annual, this is our first annual. But what I learned is I'm in a committee in a group, and they mark down everybody's birthday. And at every monthly meeting, they start by shouting out the birthdays. Do we have any January birthdays in here? Yeah. All right, what's your birthday? Yesterday. What's your name? Charlene. Can we all sing happy birthday? Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlene. Happy birthday to you. All right, maybe we should start that thing, collecting birthdays so that we can do that every month. All right, and then keep the communication consistent. Have your weekly messages and things like that. So, I know we have to roll on for time, but does anyone in here wrote down one thing, a group or something that they think they're excited about? Anybody? All right, well, you can share it with us afterwards. I'm going to bring up my brother, Derek, and Holly. She's my sister, though.
I kind of feel like that was a perfect segue into probably our favorite segment, which is being able to reach out. Especially with tonight's episode, you kind of forget sometimes how important reaching out and just checking in on your tribe will be.
This is definitely my favorite part. So get your little phones out. I know everybody out there has a phone. This is your time that you're going to reach out to somebody that, maybe you haven't talked to in a while, or maybe somebody crossed your mind. The person that crossed your mind when you were on your way here. Reach out to them. Give them a call. Let them know that they're a part of your tribe.
Absolutely. It doesn't, especially with the way technology is now, it doesn't take as long. Like, back when we was kind of smaller, you had to write telegrams and letters and snail mail. So especially nowadays, there's really no excuse to take 30 seconds out of your day just to send somebody a text message, let them know that's on your mind. So for the next 90 seconds, think of somebody that you want to reach out to. Just tell them hello and tell them that you're thinking about them. Alrighty, so we are going to, I'm gonna slide out in the audience and we're gonna do a 10-second share. So what this part is if there's anybody that wants to share just what their thoughts are, what they're thinking, how they're feeling about their tribe, how they're feeling about the show, let me know, and might take me a couple steps, but I'll get out there to you.
Yep, you got 10 seconds, but basically we're coming near the end of the show, so if you'd like to speak up and say something about tonight or something that you might have learned, that's this moment. But if not, that's okay. Anyone want to share any thoughts with the audience. And I also say, don't wake up tomorrow morning wishing you said something tonight. Right, there's a hand up in the back.
Well, this conversation motivated me. This conversation motivated me to go and look to see if there are any groups or gatherings for French speakers in Delaware. And I found there's a Sussex County meetup. Haven't found anything any further north, but I'll keep looking. But this reminded me that it would be nice to find a French-speaking tribe. Thanks.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. If you were, we have someone in the back from our Brandywine counseling friend would like to share. Thank you.
I just wanted to say this was a great show and a great way to decompress after a long day of work.
Thank you so much. Our hearts are full.
New York Times says there's a loneliness epidemic in the country, and this show tonight was a good antidote.
Oh, thank you, Tom. And if you have a chance to read Bowling Alone, it talks a lot about that, a great book about bringing community back.
Hi, my name is Sherry, and this had got me thinking about something I always wanted to do because I'm from Philadelphia, and a lot of like the teenagers, like young boys and young girls, I would like to start something where they have like an after-school program so they won't be like out on the street, and they can, you know, because there's a lot of killings that's going on right now, and they can have somewhere to go to where so like recreational, doing something positive. So, you know, that's something that I always had a passion for.
Oh, that's awesome. Let us know if we can help you, anyone in this room, in any way. Well, amazing 10-second share. Thank you so much. That's usually we don't get that much sharing. We're so happy about it. So next we want to just mention that this show is curated by us and you. What that means is we have 5 more episodes. If you go to monthlypurpose.com, you can see what the different subjects are, but we're out there looking for artists like Jahiti or panelists, speakers. You saw the video. If you have a place that you're like, we'd love to send your crew down to make a video, let us know. If you have a vision for what could be in this show, even if it's you saying, I'd love to come and be a part of that show, we want to hear from you.
Absolutely. So if you know anybody that might fit that description, just somebody that you would find inspiring or somebody that you know is out there every day just doing great work trying to help people, send them our way. We would love to highlight them and have them on.
And they just had that QR code up, but they'll put that up again on the show, but that's how you can reach us if you don't just come and talk to us personally. All right, Hayat, come on back up. Holly, come on back up. So let's see if we did what we said we were to do.
I think we did, but to be a tribe, I'm going to take this opportunity. 12 years ago on MLK Day, I decided to attend an event service. Happened to be at BCC. I met Daniel. Through him, I met my Lion Global family, met Scott, met every individual. Tom, I'm working with Jessica, the youth here, Sharnette, Nick, Amy now, and Nadeja. I met just 2 weeks ago. My tribe is expanding because I decided to attend one event. What is possible for you? That is what tonight is about.
Alrighty, big sis. So what do you think? Did you think we hit our goals tonight? The first one we had was being inspired to find your tribe. What do you think? Did we accomplish that?
Absolutely. We had 4 shares in the 10 seconds, so we must be doing okay.
And I do feel like we've expanded our community here at the Monthly Purpose. As you see, our host family's growing, and it's awesome to have one of my peer sisters to hang out with me, so that's cool. We got Miss Hyatt here, who's taught me so much about just being comfortable up here. And our audience is growing. So yeah, I do feel like we are growing a bit.
We definitely are. I want to welcome Impact Life. Thank you so much for coming tonight. Like, this is a huge crew. I hope you please come back. Brandywine Counseling, Interfaith Veterans Work Group, Lions Club, The Human Race, DSAMH. But we are a bigger community now than we were last show. And we believe in, I was talking to Jahiti before the show. There used to be a statement that says, each one teach one. We are now into each one teach two. We have to catch up a little bit. So we have this little thing that we call the 1, 2, 3. The 1 is that you do something positive. Everyone who came here tonight, you did the 1. You're here, you've done something positive. The 2 is share what you got here somewhere else. So now you've been affected and you go out and you affect some other people. And then the 3rd of the 1, 3 is you find someone to recruit and you say, hey, you do something for yourself and then you spread it. So what we're doing is we're intentionally spreading healing, happiness, and fun.
Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
so now it's group selfie time because 2K25, you can't go anywhere without taking selfies anymore. So this is where we're gonna bring everybody up. Like everybody come to the front of the stage or get
And
as
if you
close
see
as we
this, these
can.
were the last shows that we had, so it's getting bigger and bigger. And then make sure you stick around because Jahiti is gonna close us down with one more song after the picture. If you're watching at home, take a picture and post it in the chat so we could see you. Everyone else is gonna come up here. And you too, get in there. Yeah, all production crew people too, if you can. Let's all, on the count of 3, say Tribe. 1, 2, 3. Tribe.
Holy cow, it's a big group. All right, we have Jahiti coming to close.
All right, let's bring Jahiti back up once again. Thanks for coming to the monthly Purpose. Please come back. Please make sure you come back. Right, Sean?
Yup, come back.
That's Sean, by the way. All right, let's get Jahiti up to close us out. Ladies and gentlemen, one more song from the wonderful Jahiti. By the way, you can go to Jahiti, Jahiti world.com to learn more.
Yeah. Can you tell me where they've gone? They run away to have some fun in the sun. Put on your worries, your fears, your pains will be gone. Can you tell me where they've gone? 'Cause I wanna have some fun in the sun. Put on your worries, your fears, your pains will be gone. Sunglasses on, even though the sun is gone. The sun is gone, and the wind is blowing on my face, and it feels like home. And you could tell the storm is gone, 'cause I'm tried to the bone, and the wind is blowing on my face, and it feels like home. Watch them dance, watch them smile, the old man, the child, everybody running wild. You will see if you just stay for a while. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch them dance, watch them smile, the old man, the child, everybody running wild. You will see if you just stay for a while. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wickedness can't exist in this party tonight. No, we want to put up a wine. She want a man big grind. Oh no, your worries, your fears, your pains will be gone. Music up on tonight with a little bit of funky vibe. The moonlight is only light. Oh no, your worries, your fears, your pains will be gone. At first I thought the time alone could heal the soul, but I was wrong. You got to work at that thing every day so we could feel like home. And you could tell the storm is gone, 'cause I'm tried to the bone, and the wind is blowing on my face, and it feels like home. Watch them dance, watch them smile, the old man, little child, everybody running wild. You will see if you just think for a while. Whoa, 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 whoa.
ladies and gentlemen. Give it up one more time for Jahiti of Jahiti Brown Fish. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. Please feel free to stick around, network, say hi, hug, have any more food or coffee to go. And if you do leave, please drive safely. Take care and see you on February 20th is our next show on, what's it, keep going? Keep, I don't know what it's on. Our next show is February 20th, and it's on Never Stop Learning. Take care, everybody.